Thank you for your kind responses about my Jiu Jitsu blue belt. What is it really other than a piece of fabric that's a different colour than the fabric that I previously wore? I suppose it's a mark of, for me, like I didn't think I was a person that would ever be able to get a blue belt because I've not been consistent in things. When I was a boy, I went to Cubs. Do you remember Cubs? I didn't get no badges, not one single badge. I barely knew where to put me woggle. So getting a blue belt for me, a real achievement. The process of getting it is amazing too, because I attended at the school in the Roger Gracie, or Roger if it was for Portuguese or Brazilian pronunciation, Gracie School in Aylesbury. It's very, very ritualized ceremony. First they give the blue belts their belts, you stand up, you receive it, you shake hands. There's a little video of me doing just that. Then the purple belts, then the brown belts, then the black belts, then the black belts with stripes. And each, the black belts give a little speech. I was hoping to give a little speech myself. I'd written a few words, but no, don't go. It's very sort of structured and hierarchical. I was very interested because there were a lot of people that were from different religious backgrounds. My dog's in here. Different religious backgrounds. Lay down, bear. Lay down. Otherwise, I will have to get you inside control, which I can do now in a variety of ways, thanks to this piece of fabric, which I am most grateful for. There are people from like Eastern European people, Muslim people, people from different class backgrounds, different sexes. And there's something unifying about the clear hierarchical structure of a jiu-jitsu class that brings people together in a safe way, even though it's literally for confrontation. How can literal confrontation and combat bring about more of a sense of cohesion and coalescence than a town or a community? Possibly because no one's encouraged to speak to one another. We're continually told we're different from one another. In a jiu-jitsu class, in a jiu-jitsu school, in a jiu-jitsu club, we all recognize that we all have attributes, deficiencies, that when we walk through that door, as one person said on receiving a stripe on his black belt, we all come through the door for different reasons, but we're all the same once we're in here. I can't say when someone's got me in a rear naked choke, that's how you would do it. I mean, I didn't want to demonstrate. Like, don't you remember what I used to do, Big Brother? You know, no one cares, do they? For God's sake. So, I mean, they might care. I do try and use various forms of distraction, eye contact, the use of charm, but it's meaningless on the mat. So I realised from attending that ceremony that there are such things as positive hierarchies and structures, as long as it's tied to fairness, responsibility, and duty. There were, you know, like when people with Eastern European accents were getting up, raucous cheers. Muslim people getting up, raucous cheers. No discrimination, just general acceptance that here we are together for a common purpose. And I don't think it necessarily needs to be for jiu-jitsu. There can be other ways of doing it. But for me, I have found a sort of a journey into myself, acceptance of my fallibility and humility as a result. And kind of, conversely, a kind of confidence as well. What I'm told on a practical level is I'm going to get beaten up a lot more now, because the coloured belts will not hold back anymore, and the white belts will attack me more viciously. So I'm looking forward to that, being beaten up and submitted more. But what it's teaching me primarily is not to be fixated on results, but to instead recognise what I am becoming. That it doesn't matter if I'm externally validated in some way. What matters is the journey that I'm taking and what I am becoming. Something that I always avoided, I'm now embracing. So I would like to express my gratitude to my teacher Chris Clear, to Paul Busby, to everyone at Genesis, to Roger Gracie, to Professor Ricardo Wilk at the Ribeiro School in Los Angeles, my man Danny who trained me over there in Ireland. I've had many good teachers for this thing, you know, many good teachers, and I've really enjoyed it. It teaches me about community, it teaches me humility, it teaches me compassion, as well as a variety of arm bars, wrist locks, chokes and triangles, which are also very useful in situations where debate starts to wear out. No, I'm not joking, it's a spiritual pursuit, I would say. Hello, I'm doing these new videos more frequently now. Please hit the notification button at the end of this video, because then you'll get a little bell when I post a new video, and I'd like you to get a little bell when I post a video. Then I can, I don't know, be buzzing away in your pocket. Sounds like I'd be like a little pocket mosquito. Anyway, subscribe, click the bell because I want more people to watch the YouTube videos. You specifically.